Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to Pitch. This is the biggest thing, most exciting thing happening in the world today is pitch. Biggest, most exciting opportunity for product and business opportunity. My name is Ray Jatan, and I live in the Columbia, Missouri area, right in the heart of Missouri, Midwest. And in the beginning, when I first found out about pitch, I learned about it from a guy I go to church with. And at the time, I had I was working with business products. I had spent more than 30 years in the construction world. And when COVID happened, it really kind of took me out. I was an owner as well as a manufacturer's rep, and I pivoted hard and started working with small to medium sized business owners, offering services to help them streamline their businesses. And when I sat down with my buddy from church, one of my friends from college, and that's how I got to meet Steve Jameson. And it's been, wow, just a whirlwind over this last year. A lot of things have happened in this last year to move this product and this platform forward. And the most exciting is yet to come. And we've got a big week this week. Every day, there's a new feature happening with this platform. And if you're missing out on some of those onboarding trainings that are happening every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, you need to jump on there and see what's going on with the new things that are happening every day. Just some of the things that I learned today on new features with breakout rooms and direct messaging. Man, we've come a long way. But I've been very excited about this opportunity from the get-go. Just the fact that we've got a product that everybody wants. Everybody that I talk to, regardless of what industry they're in, they're doing online meetings and they could use avatar messages that are interactive. Everything we do can be interactive. It's an interactive touch point platform. Nothing in the world like what we have. And I'm just blessed to be a part of this company, blessed to be able to share with you tonight. And man, I'm blessed to be able to work with a guy like Steve Jameson. So, everybody, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce you to the founder of this company, Steve Jameson. And before you start talking, Steve, I just want to steal a little bit of your thunder because it's your background that you bring to this company, having been in the direct sales industry as a CEO for more than 25 years, and then consulting other direct sales companies. That's credibility, and then being able to create a tech company that supports what you're doing with coaching and consulting these other large direct sales companies, and then working with Zoom and becoming the largest ISV partner to Zoom globally for over 4 years. And all of that combined is what we're getting with Pitch. And so I'm just excited about where you're taking this. I tell everybody, Steve, that you're such a visionary, and you can look 10 miles down the road or even further and see where that road is going to turn or where it's going to curve. And you're already thinking about that. You're already thinking about that for us with Pitch. And it's just a real blessing to get to work alongside you. So, everybody, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce Steve Jameson tonight.
Well, thank you, Ray. And let me just say, I think the key in life to success, if someone was going to ask me that, and feel free to ask me that, is sometimes knowing when to be the teacher and when to be the student. And I think the best teachers in the world are so because they were the best students. And the truth is, that's where the learning is. That's where the fun is. That's where the creativity, that's where the innovation. And one of my best teachers has been two experiences. One, I was the CEO of 3 different international sales and marketing companies that did about $4 billion in sales. And I never sold one product myself. It was people like yourselves on the phone call who fell in love with a product, shared it with somebody else, and somebody else wanted to have it. Doesn't seem like that's a very complicated formula, is it? And it isn't when you have a great product. It's only complicated when you're trying to convince someone to buy something they didn't want to buy in the first place. Second great teacher was Zoom. What a great company and a great story. And when I met them, they were a private company and they were as open to innovation as I was willing to give it. And that's why I love being there. I was so successful. And then I had that moment, maybe arrogant, maybe ignorant. I'll let you guys decide it if you're seeing this for the first time, where I said to Eric, I know what Zoom 2.0 needs to be. He said, great, but you're not going to do it here. And that's why we're here, because I saw millions of webinars throughout the year where people made their best presentation. And not only did the person who made the presentation thought so, but so did the guest. But you know how every single webinar ends, whether it be Zoom or Google Meet or Webinar Jam or anything else that ends with the word webinar? It ends with, it's going to have to happen later. Let me send a text in the chat. Your best moment is gone. Your customer's best moment to make a decision is gone. And to show you that what makes tonight different is it's not gone here. If you've never touched the screen before in a webinar, tonight that changes. Feel free to take your mouse, hit features, hit about us, hit pricing, hit success, hit whatever you want. The whole point is you can hit it on your phone, hit it on your iPad, hit it on your computer. You can actually touch the screen. Never before in history. Some people can do Zoom with a buy button, no doubt about that. But can you do that with 600 people at the same time? Offer them the complete privacy to put in their credit card, put in their social security number, put in their enrollment form, and have the complete compliance and security to do that in privacy. I don't think any other company in the world can do that. And something else no other company can do. Do you know how hard it is to get people on a webinar in today's busy schedules with 6-second attention spans and 3 kids and 9 grandchildren and 3 jobs? Well, guess what? If you couldn't make it here tonight, you could have made it here in a recording. I could turn the pages on this website, take you wherever I want to go, and allow you to touch the screen at any point in the presentation, even though I'm not there. Also, not a Zoom experience. Third, what if you didn't speak my language? What if you invited friends from Thailand, Korea, Italy, Spain, and I could tell you that all they have to do is push a button and they can hear me in their native language, and I can hear them in theirs. So live and interactive, recorded and interactive, international voice translations, but that's not the end, right? Oh, you know, when you say 600 people sounds great. I don't even know 600 people. How would I get 600 people on a webinar? Well, if you work with international or national sales teams, affiliate marketers, Shopify, Amazon, network marketing companies, Herbalife, Nu Skin, and the like, they get 600 people on a webinar. But here's the difference. If, let's say, I'm going to use 10, 20, 30, 40 of my sales team to get them on, I give each one of them their own invite link. That invite link will track all the customers they bring in and also track their customers to their affiliate or replicated site so they get credit for the sale. Don't think that's a Zoom experience either. One more important feature. Even though technology is moving so fast and the one thing we're afraid about is being replaced, we don't believe that AI avatars or technology is going to replace you. But we do believe it can create incredible opportunities to put more people in front of you. So that's why we have AI avatar twins. Not so I could sit on the couch and have my twin do my presentation, but because I can't be everywhere, I can't scale, I can't duplicate with all the messages I want, I use AI avatar twins to get the message off. And not just in a webinar. We're really not just Zoom with a buy button. You know what we are? We're a touchpoint platform. We can be live and recorded, interactive and recorded, interactive text for the first time, interactive emails for the first time, interactive live social media broadcast where you can bring them into this and have incredible closing rates. So if you meet somebody who doesn't do a webinar, great. Do they send a text? Do they send an email? Are they 25 or 55? The truth is, however they choose to reach out to the people of their choice in the way that they do, we can create that experience. So what we like to do every Tuesday night is to kind of arrogantly show off our technology. So we create an AI twin for someone to do the talking for us. Somebody suggested tonight to me that I should use Bill Russell, right? Because he's a winner. And that is true. I don't think there's probably been more of a winner than him in our life, but right now the game isn't basketball. It's off season. The game right now is the World Cup, right? Even though here in America, right, we're still catching up. Just so you know, the last game they showed in America had 44 million viewers. So maybe we're a little further along watching in the US than we think. And that's why tonight we're going to have a special guest that maybe you heard of, but maybe you've never seen. And let's see if he can make the presentation for me. So hold on 1 second. Here it is. Enjoy.
Messi. Oh. Messi.
Are you kidding me? Come on! This man is absolutely made life to pure footballing magic that belongs in a different galaxy altogether than we are living in. Absolute astonishing, jaw-dropping genius from Lionel.
Hello. In case you didn't know, he is talking about me. I am Lionel Messi, and despite what my good friend and competitor Cristiano Ronaldo might think, I am considered by most people the best football player in the world, or as you would say, soccer player. I know you probably never heard of me and probably never saw me play or even seen a football game, but until today, I have never seen pitch. So we have two things in common. The other being that we are both the best at what we do. But I also think we have something far more powerful in common. Most people get caught up in my accomplishments on the field, in the same way people are impressed with Pitch's transformational technological achievements. But I believe what we will both be most proud of is not what we can do, but what we can do for others. When I play at home or in another city, we create what's called the Messi effect. Restaurants and bars report record revenue levels. Street vendors, souvenir shops, and local convenience stores see weeks' worth of inventory clear out in a single afternoon. Airbnb hosts successfully book out vacant rooms. Local students and freelance event workers find immediate high-paying gig opportunities. Local people earn about an extra $15 million on game days. Those are the accomplishments that last long after the game is over. And why, at 39, I am still playing with the same heart and passion as when I made my debut at just 17 years old. Pitch's members have their own game day every time they start a webinar, send an interactive text, email, or broadcast live on social media. Pitch's technology allows people to invite people in the morning, make a presentation in the afternoon, and get paid before they leave the meeting. Last time I heard that was from my Uber driver. I will make a deal with you. You watch me win this World Cup this week, and I'll watch you win every day on pitch. Good luck to both of us.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that and the spirit of that. And also, again, I wish him good luck in making it to the finals. But one of those people that I know lives the pitch life, the pitch effect, like an Uber driver, is our next speaker who's going to share his testimonial, and that's Mr. Gary Fink.
Well, thank you, Steve, and I'm excited to be here and truly grateful for this amazing opportunity, as Ray just mentioned. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I've had a real estate development, construction management company for years. I can tell you, ever since I first saw pitch, I can literally tell you, if you're seeing this for the first time, that this thing is getting better and better every single day. I live in the seacoast of New Hampshire, and fortunately, I received a call from a good friend and business colleague, Peter, about pitch, and it reminded me about something that happened for me years ago when I received a similar call, and it introduced me to what, for the first time, I heard what residual income was all about. And it changed my life every year for 25 years. And when I saw pitch, I said to myself, oh my goodness, this is deja vu all over again. I've seen this movie before. I know where this is going. It's on its way to becoming $1 billion company or multi-billion-dollar company. And I certainly wasn't going to be sitting on the sidelines watching this train pull out of the station. And the reason why is because I had experienced being in a company that went from no one knowing about it to an international billion-dollar company that went public. And because what we're seeing tonight is absolutely transforming an entire industry. And if you look at the biggest growth right now in industries across the country, and what are we seeing? We're seeing new and exciting ways to communicate with breakthroughs in technology and innovations, which is exactly what Pitch is doing right now. I couldn't even believe it when I first saw this. And the way I look at this is what we are literally watching right now. We're watching history in the making. And if you're hearing about this for the first time, or just getting started, this is a great week. This is a great opportunity to take advantage of a special training that's coming up this Saturday. I hear it's not going to be anything ordinary. It's certainly a training you don't want to miss what's happening. And that's because this is an amazing time in the life of what we're experiencing with Pitch right now. And I'm so grateful to you, Steve, and the entire development team for what they've created. And I'm just truly amazed every day as this gets better and better as we're seeing more and more things rolling out. So and I truly believe, and I'll just finish with this, that this is once in a lifetime opportunity. We may never see anything like this in the next 20 years with all of this coming together at this particular time in history. And so with that, I'll turn it right back to you. Thanks.
No, thank you, Gary. And one thing I'll say is we're never going to go public because we work for the public. And I think that's the difference. This is more than about, we didn't build this company to figure out how to leave it. We built this company to figure out how to build it bigger. And one of those people that's helping me do that as I go across the country is Mr. Phil Franklin.
Well, hello, and thank you, Steve. Guys, it is my pleasure to be part of this company and to have Steve and Dave as the CEO and the owners of this company. Guys, I got a little bit of an insight of what's coming this weekend, and you don't want to miss it. It's a game changer for the industry. And I mean all industries, not just, network marketing or whatever you want to say there. I mean, this thing is going to change everything. And you guys want to be part of it. Those avatars are amazing. The new features are out of this world. Steve just keeps blowing my mind every day, and his trainings are off the hook. So you guys, if you're not getting on that 4 o'clock training, you're missing out. So, make time. If you're working, well, that's one thing. But if you're not doing something, you need to be on that 4 o'clock training, because where else are you going to get the CEO to come on and teach you personally? Come on, guys. You got to be part of this because it's the biggest thing I've ever seen. And I keep telling everybody I know, man, especially my friends, I'm blowing them up. And unless they tell me to just quit calling, I'm going to keep blowing them up because I know what this is going to do. And to have these guys behind the scenes, I just can't thank you enough for being part of this, Steve. Thank you so much.
Whoop, did we lose Phil there? I think we did.
Can you not hear me?
No, he was done. He was done.
It's like, Phil, you're out in the woods somewhere where I think, Wi-Fi is like why as opposed to Wi-Fi, but we're okay with that as we go across the country and we talk about great trainers. Believe me, compared to him, I'm back being in the student game and somebody, again, who has trained thousands of people on how to be the best salespeople and the best at what they do with unusual techniques. Let me just introduce Mr. Stephen Gray.
Hey, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to share. And I'm very excited about what Pitch is doing. For me, personally, I've been using it every day. I use it for my one-on-one coaching, which has changed over to a group coaching now because of Pitch. It's allowing me to do meetings on a weekly basis, and it's growing exponentially every single week. And it's amazing because when I saw Pitch at first, I was looking at Pitch as just a product that I could take around the world. But what I'm seeing now with it, it allowed me to grow my business. I can see it as now a tool to be able to grow into many industries. So now with my training, the classes, many people that I would have never talked to before, people that sell to the medical industry. I had a guy the other day that's a a chemical technician. What the heck is a chemical technician? But a chemical technician came aboard my training and he wants to learn this skill set, and Pitch is going to be right there for them. So that's what I love about Pitch, is that it's allowing me to build an army of people that can learn direct sales, that can take this product to virtually every direct sales industry. So thank you so much, Steve, for putting this together. And I love how all the new innovations and things are coming out. Yeah, I can't wait to see everything that's coming this week. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Steve. I can't wait to see them either. I only get to play with them in the sandbox. Can't wait to see them in the real world. And one of those people that I know is going to be as excited as we are, Stephen, is our next speaker, and that's Mr. Paul Hindelang. Paul, introduce yourself to everybody, please.
Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Hindelang, and I've been in the technology space for nearly 60 years. And the enthusiasm that I see in this group, and my wife, Rachel, is so engaged in developing it and developing new clients and prospecting. And I've been, as she calls it, hiding out in the laboratory. And I'm integrating the Pitch into many of the platforms that I have. And I wanted to point out a couple of things. I was on a call earlier today with, I guess they call it a literary agent and a book publisher. And they're in the business of helping business owners and technologists bring their book to market. And the point that they were making is the number one problem that most not publishers, but authors do not understand is that 10% of the work is involved in writing the book, and 90% of the work is involved in marketing it. And I immediately thought of Pitch, because the whole mission that Steve and the team have developed is how to take what is so valuable in your own competencies, if you may, and bring it to market and introduce it to other people in a way they'll understand. Everybody knows that our ADD world today gives you about 1 minute to make a pitch. And Steve pointed that out a few weeks back, and he reinforced it over and over again in the training. And he said, remember, you only have a minute. And if you have a minute to get somebody's attention, you then get a chance to connect with them. And know, like, and trust is the number one thing in marketing. But if you don't emotionally connect with somebody, you've got to use the video. And the magical part of Pitch is using the avatar. Put your own face, your own image up there so they know they're talking to a real person. After you have connection, the other thing is they have to be involved, and that's the action and the interaction of Pitch. So as I've integrated that and learned and applied to my own business some of these insights, the conclusion of these authors that were promoting their methodology and program, it all came down to marketing. And I think there's so much to learn in the training, so much to learn in the engagement. And I've applied it, and my whole vision now is, how do I continue in a remote fashion from my own office, show the picture so they can see me, talk with me so they can get my voice and my emotion, and then see a demo of what my products and services are. And by doing that, we really are going to be able to advance the science. And I really appreciate what Pitch is doing for me.
Steve, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Paul. I was saying such nice things about you and no one heard it, but you know, you don't get 2 cracks at it. Sorry, that'll just have to be next time. But I wanted to jump on what you were saying is, I learned a long time ago in marketing, if I could pass one thing on, is if someone will give you 10 minutes, that's great. If someone will give you 20 minutes, you think that's better. If someone gives you 30, you think, oh my God. But what I found, whether they gave you 10, 20, or 30, they only remembered 1 minute anyway. So why waste their time and yours? And you just say the best message in 1 minute. And that's one of the things that I think Pitch helps train people to do. And one of the people that is helping train me on how to take advantage of that minute is our next speaker, and that's Mr. Michael Hudson.
Thank you, Ray, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, Ray Jameson, Stephen Gregg, and all the wonderful members of Pitch that's helping me grow. I have my own marketing company for more than 20 something years. And as I do the presentations for the people I'm meeting and members of my own team, at the end of the presentation, I ask them if there's one thing you can remember that you'll come away from this presentation, what is it? Everybody unanimously said the interactivity. That just blew them away. Unbelievable. Nobody's got this. And it really is opening the door for everybody. It's also showing trust and authority, because when they see their own image or an avatar and their own website comes up, they just have a lot of trust of the person who's actually giving the presentation. And when I say you could actually meet the president of the company, if you want to ask personal information on our meetings every week, 4 times a week at 4 o'clock, and absolutely invite them in there. And they just come in. They say nobody has ever done that. So I'm just real excited to continue this roller coaster, but it just keeps going up and up and up. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much, Ray Jatan, and Stephen Gregg.
No, thank you, Michael. And for somebody who's innovated products for many, many years, I can tell you that I think the best innovators are not the ones that invent things for the first time, but reinvent things that people are already using. And that what you may see in the philosophy of pitch. And one of those people, and the hardest things to do, who reinvents himself all the time, is our next speaker, and that's Mr. Peter Simmons.
Okay, well, thank you, Steve. So yeah, Peter Simmons. I'm a video and, as of today, probably doing a movie. But so a few months back, I was on a networking meeting, and Ray introduced me to this, and it was astounding because of the interactivity and the live translation. So I really loved it. And what I'm finding is that everyone I show it to is interested. I had a client, his name was Gordon, and I bumped into him at a mall one day, and he said, I finally found a product that everyone is interested in. I said, what is that, Gordon? He became a venture capitalist. Would you like some money? Yes. This has been as good as that for me. I literally am doing a couple of demos a day now. Everyone is interested, and everyone becomes an affiliate. I've never seen that before. So as I mentioned, I signed up immediately, but the cool news was I made money in the first 2 weeks, and then my system became free. The other thing that's very critical is I talk about this as interactive video, because it's an interactive Zoom-like experience, it's an interactive webinar, but it's also an interactive video. And people are astounded by that, in fundraising, wherever they are. So came in, loved doing it, building a global team with Gary. Thank you, Gary, Ray, Steve, everybody. And so Steve and the development team, I'm just so excited about you guys. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Peter. And if you're brand new tonight, I want you to know that other people tonight are as brand new as you are. Maybe 20 minutes separate you. And if you are brand new and you want to go, how do I catch up to everyone else? That's what you hear about, these 4 o'clock trainings every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at Eastern time, where if you're brand new or if you're somebody who's experienced but now really tackling a particular feature, we're here with you. We don't send you to tutorial land, right? We don't send you to somebody we hired in the Philippines at customer service for $6 an hour to pretend that they're helping you and supporting you when they're probably only in reality frustrating you. We take as much responsibility for your success as trying to get you to try and use the program. And one of those new people that I've gotten to know in just the past day or two is our next speaker, which is Miss Kylie Allen.
She's on mute.
There we go. I got it off. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Steve. As Lee said, I'm very, very new to pitch. So unlike most of these gentlemen here, while I'm married to a technology guy, I am truly the cobbler's children, children that have no shoes. Anything it was ever technology went to my husband or my children. But when I saw pitch, I knew my whole life, I'm like, if I could just clone myself, I'd get so much more done. And then this is the first thing I've ever seen where I can truly clone myself. I can get more done. I can put myself out there more. And so with just a minimal amount of help with my wonderful people who introduced it to me and go on a couple of the 4 o'clock calls, I created my first avatar and put it out to my team and just had amazing response. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, you know, that's an amazing AI. And the interest was really, really high. But what was exciting for me was I think the engagement was more. The people wanted to come. It gave them a whole different view than just looking at their text going, oh, there's a call. And this brought a whole personal level to it that I can just absolutely see cloning myself and making it so much better. So I'm really excited because when I saw this, I saw the absolute possibilities on how it can be leveraged to really make it to where I can truly be at home and taking care of my big family, who are now adults, but hopefully little ones, and be myself and go out and play golf, because I can duplicate myself and get those videos out there, and I can thank my clients and I can do the things that I need to do to keep things running without me physically doing it. So I'm really excited to learn more. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say on Saturday. And I just think the sky's the limit for this. So I'm very excited.
Well, thank you, Kylie. And I want to say that our final speaker tonight is not AI.
Yeah.
He's as real as they come, right? And also, I want to say one other thing about AI is transparency is number one. Like, I think my best AI videos is when I own it, write it hello, right? And say, I'd love to be there with you live, right? But time, I can't do it. I can't be in 3 places at once. And with my life, believe me, I need to be. And so I think your audience is put at ease. You're back in the authenticity world. And guess what? You get to be effective. And somebody that has taught people literally around the world for 30 or more, right, years, right, is our next speaker. And I'm still one of his pupils as well. And that's Mr. Harry Nuhan. Take us home, Harry.
Oh, thanks a lot, Steve. Appreciate that. Got some exciting news stories here today. And for the new people, those stories are actually for you to help you see what pitch is, see what pitch can do for your business. And I'm going to try to simplify it as much as possible here today, because we just do 3 things in pitch. We use the product every single day. That's where we get the passion, the excitement, the interaction. We get familiar with the product, and it's hard not to talk about it when you start using the product. So we use the product and then we talk about it. And one of the ways we talk is to do a live demo. So use the product, talk to people, do live demos. And what happens is people get excited. And you can share your story, you can share what it does, but when they experience the technology and the interactivity, it's a whole nother level of interest, because they are actually in the moment and they're actually involved in the interaction. So it's exciting to see. And you say, well, how do I get started? Where do I go? And I don't know if anybody else can see, but Steve, I can't see the numbers there. I can't see the positions. We have 3 ways you can get started. We have the standard, we have the premium, and we have the pro. $49 a month, $79 a month, and $99 a month. And they all have the same features. You just get more of them. For example, in the $49 a month, you get 25 gigabytes of storage. In the $99 a month, you get 100 gigabytes of storage. And you get more people. There we go. There's right on the screen. And it is interactive. So you can actually put your mouse on the screen and you can move it in the privacy of your own microsite. And so you can see the different differences at the different levels. Once you get started, you actually have an opportunity to get into the platform and start playing with it, start getting familiar with it. For me, I've been an international sales trainer, coach, and course creator, teaching people how to go to the next level for decades. And when I started using this, I used it because I wanted to experience it. And my clients started asking me, hey, how did you do that? And is that something I can use for my brand? And I said, absolutely. I said, that's what I'm doing. I'm using it as a value add for my clients. And my clients love it. And they're starting to use it they started using it as well. And the company said, you know, if you get 3 people that become active members, you get yours free. I said, what? He goes, yeah, just get 3 people referred. And as long as they become active members and they stay active, you get yours free. I said, wow. I said, what if I get more? He said, well, if you get 5 or more, then they'll start sending you thank you cash reward checks every single month on their monthly subscription from 10 to 30%. I said, really? So in the first 8 days, I got five members, active members. So not only did I get mine free, but now I get a little stream of income on the back end. And it's exciting because the product is helping them build their brand quicker, faster, better. And they can close business in real time. And with the International Translator, the interest is, I mean, think about that. Your language has been a barrier to opening up markets in your own town. You know, you got Koreatown, you got Chinatown, you got Spanish Town, all these little areas, pockets of business that you've been prevented from entering, and now that has gone away. So we use the product, we talk to people, we demo. We have the 3 positions, pick your one. And here's what's exciting is if you start at one level and get 3 people or more on a higher level, you automatically get upgraded for free as well. So you can continue to grow your business, grow your position, and have multiple features. Now I say, okay, well, now I got started. What do I do next? Well, you heard tonight about the 4 o'clock trainings. Here's what's really cool is you can get signed up tonight. The screen is active. In fact, what you can do is right under the word interactive in the upper right-hand corner, you see 3 little dots. If you click those dots with your mouse, it'll say copy the URL or open it in a new tab. You can do that now. And after we're all done and we close out, it'll still be interactive in your browser even after we're gone. It's a beautiful thing. So you can do your due diligence. You can sign up later tonight. You can sign up right now or even in the morning. But once you do, you can go through the platform and start writing down questions. Because tomorrow, Steve Jamison, our CEO, at 4 o'clock Eastern time, on the same link you came in tonight on, is going to do an onboarding workshop. And this onboarding workshop will compress time. It'll speed up the whole process for you because not only will you get clarity, you'll get answers to all your questions, and you'll hear questions from other people, and you'll get the answers of questions you didn't think you had, but you did. So it'll just compress time for you, put you miles ahead of people that don't have the opportunity to see the training tomorrow. And then you can take that knowledge, and then the next day, very next day, you can come back again at 4 o'clock, which is Thursday, and just compound the knowledge. And here's what we've got in place. Once a month, we do a special Saturday morning training. And this success workshop on Saturday is going to be special. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern time. You do need to register. It is a registration situation. It's primarily for members that have already signed up with Pitch and had an opportunity to play with the platform a little bit. And that way you can go to a whole nother level. There's going to be some announcements on Saturday that are going to, those of us that have been around, it's going to blow us away. It's going to take Pitch to a whole nother level. It's going to speed up the process and help us grow even faster. And it's an event that 3 or 4 years from now, just by you saying I was there, people will look at you differently, because as this company continues to grow and expand, this Saturday is a pivotal point in Pitch's history. And what's interesting is it's almost exactly 1 year since Steve threw the switch and we went live. We haven't officially launched yet because they're still adding new things and adding new pieces, and we've got a groundswell going on, but it's been almost a year since we actually went live. And this year is a great way to celebrate going to a whole nother level and going to a whole nother phase. So with that, Steve, I don't know if you want to put the registration link where people can register in the chat, or pull it up on screen. That way they can do that, or get on the WhatsApp because or pull up the calendar. Yeah. Go ahead.
Pamela, I think you're in the chat for everybody, and it'll also be in the Academy.
Awesome. So it'll be there. So making it real simple, putting it in a little tight with a bow, use, talk, demo. We've got 3 positions. Pick one. Come tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern time and get your training, and then mark on your calendar the day to remember. And we're going to have a special guest. I believe Steve's partner, Dave Jamron, he's going to be on Saturday. He's going to be sharing his amazing knowledge that he's accumulated over the last 30 years, and he's going to share some exciting stuff for us. So we've got a full day on Saturday that's going to be compacted into less than 90 minutes. So you definitely want to put it on your calendar and don't miss it. So with that, we're all done. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern time and get this rocket ship going. Have a great night, everybody.
Good job, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Cheers from the UK.
Cheers from the UK. Thank you.